If you're not getting consistent referrals, here's the thing. It's not the market. It's not your rates. It's not even your competition. And I'm going to give you 5 keys and 5 things to do to make sure you're leveraging the relationships you already have. Welcome to the Loan Officer Leadership Podcast. I'm excited to share today. One of the things that I continue to see is this. Most loan officers don't have a lead problem. It's really a leverage and activation problem. Your database already has opportunities in it. Your sphere of influence already has opportunities in it. The gap's not staying top of mind. And I remember a survey I had seen with HAR and National Association of Realtors, and it said, how many of you would work with the realtor? And you could put loan officer in here as well. It's all the same service-based business. What's the percentage of you would work with the loan officer or realtor that you worked with previously? And 78% said, I would. I liked them, thought they were great. But you know what happened? 11%, only 11% actually worked with a person that helped them in the past. And it really wasn't because they didn't know them. They didn't like them. They didn't trust them. No, they knew, liked, and trusted them. They just forgot about them. And so what I really believe is this, is the reason you're not closing enough transactions is not because you don't know enough people. I guarantee you know enough people between your sphere of influence, your past clients, the realtors, the people that are in and around your life. The number one thing, and I'm going to give you 5 areas to focus on. Number one is just not having enough conversations. And what I really believe is this: we lean too heavily on being able to shoot somebody a text or a post or send an email instead of doing the number one activity that literally generates the majority of business for loan officers, and that's having great, meaningful conversations. And not only having the conversations, but in the conversation, every conversation, asking for the business. So number one, I believe it just starts with not having enough conversations, not talking to enough people every day. If I were to ask you today, how many conversations are you targeting per day? I wonder what the answer would be. And you know what I would challenge you with, we found the number of, after having coached thousands of loan officers, that 13 genuine, real conversations with an ask for the business will generate about 2 relational referrals a day. So the question is, how many relational referrals a day and week and month do you need to get the business that you currently want to be at? So number one, you're not having enough conversations. So we need to have more conversations, and not text, not social, not emails, real conversations that create trust and referrals. So number 2 is this: you're not asking for the business. I love it. I was coaching Corey in my 8-week boot camp, and this was just several months back. And she was closing probably, I don't know, what was it, 15 loans a month. And she went from 15 to over 30 loans a month. And she came back to me and she said, Steve, the biggest thing that she had taken out of the 8 weeks of the consistent boot camp that I do, it was remarkable. She said, the number one thing I did was every conversation has an ask for the business. She'd make more calls. She didn't go after a whole bunch more people. She followed her same way every time process each and every day. But instead of just getting off the phone or vaguely saying, hey, keep me in mind for your next referral, she began to be intentional with asking for the business. Calls alone aren't enough. You got a call to action. You got to have a call to action. If it's a realtor, who do you have today that I could help you get pre-approved? If it's a client, hey, do you know someone right now, a friend, family, coworker, looking to buy, sell, or refinance that I could help through the process? So even with a title rep, what's my call to action? Hey, do you know an agent that maybe is disgruntled or frustrated that you'd make an introduction to? Heck, even a transaction coordinator. Hey, is there an agent or somebody you've worked with or working with that you know is frustrated? So every call has got to have a call to action. So number 2, we're not asking for the business on every call. So number 1 was not enough conversations. Number two is we're not asking for the business on every call. Third one is this: I think we're missing opportunities because we're just not top of mind. It's the out of sight, out of mind. It goes back to that survey. 78% of people said, I will and would use the loan officer agent I used in the past, but only 11% do. Why? You're not top of mind. So even a happy past client tends to forget about you. Realtors default to whoever's the most visible and consistent. People aren't loyal. I love this. They're not loyal. They're responsive to presence. So the real question becomes, are you being seen in your marketplace? And I know you've heard me on the podcast. We talk about past client calls. We talk about targeted social media custom audiences. We talk about a monthly mailer, weekly emails. There's high-tech, high-touch ways to stay top of mind. But on number three is we've got to stay top of mind. So number one, we've got to have more conversations. Number two, every conversation's got to be asking for the business. Number three, staying top of mind. The fourth reason most loan officers are not closing as much as they could is you're just inconsistent. And listen, we've all been there. Me too. You call for 1 week, call for 2 weeks, you fall off for a few weeks, you do your follow-up. And listen, I'm talking to myself. I was actually following up with an agent this morning, and in the voicemail, I was like, hey, we hadn't talked in a couple of weeks. Consistency is what's going to drive our businesses, and making sure there are people we call every other week, but who's the list that I'm calling every week? Am I following a consistent playbook of what I call theme days? Mondays are agent focused. Tuesdays are clients that are in process. Wednesdays are a database. Thursday, everybody who's going to go look for homes over the weekend. We call them pre-approved clients that are looking. And then we've got Friday is a business day. So we've got to let the process help us stay consistent so that we're not calling a few days, falling off, and then stop. Send an email once, twice, 3 times, and man, I just don't want to write any more emails, then disappear. Show up whenever somebody needs something, but then we fall off. So number 4, the reason most people are not closing the amount of business they should from their relationships is being inconsistent. So let's be consistent. And listen, number 5 is this: you don't have a simple system. And I just literally laid out a great thematic framework. A lot of times it's shooting from the hip, no plan, random results. Top producers follow a daily process that I'm doing, and I look at it on a weekly and monthly process to where, you know what? I don't wake up and say, I wonder what I'm going to do. I wake up and do what I know I'm supposed to do on that day. So here's what we know. Who are we calling? When are we calling them? What are we saying? And what's a clear call to action for everyone that we're talking to? So hopefully this will encourage you to stay, how to get the most out of the people that you are currently in and around. Number 1, have more conversations. Number 2, ask for the business every time, every conversation. Stay top of mind is number 3. Stay consistent. Number 4. Number 5 is have a simple system. So here's what I want to challenge you. Today's weekly action. Here's what I would do. I want to encourage everybody this week, build your list of 50 to 100 people that have the ability to refer you, whether it's friends, family, sphere of influence, past clients, agents, listing agents, title reps, 50 people. And then I want to challenge you with this. Can you make 25 outbound calls a day? Here's what I've seen data-wise. 25 outbound calls tends to be 13 conversations. 13 conversations turns into 2 relational referrals. And the more consistent I can do that each and every day, the more my business stays consistent. And so I want to encourage you, build a list. Commit to making a certain number of calls. I would say a minimum of 25 outbound calls a day. Have real conversations, number 3. Ask for the business, number 4. And then track all of your activity. And so we've talked about that on previous episodes, and I'll throw it out real quick. The things I track are the number of calls, number of conversations, number of asks for the business, and number of leads every day. I write that at the top of my sheet so that I'm able to literally see, did I make enough calls? Did I have enough conversations? Did I ask for the business, and how many leads I got that day? So, and here's what I'll tell you. If you'll be consistent, you'll fill in this gap. And it's not about working harder. That's what I was going to say too. This is not doing more. It's being more effective with what I'm already doing. and then measuring the activity and then measuring the results. So it's not about working harder. It's not about am I worthy or am I good enough? No, it's about working the right relationships the right way and a system that turns one-time leads into lifetime of referrals. And it's why we call it a real business and not just a hustle. So, hey, listen, enjoy and love you being on the journey with the Loan Officer Leadership community. And so I want to encourage you, if you've not got your sales playbook, go to loanofficerleadership.com and you're going to type in your first name, last name, email, cell phone. And listen, get close to me in the community because I'm beginning to launch out content and resources that I know will help you do even more in less time. And so make sure you get the sales playbook, loanofficerleadership.com, type in your information, subscribe. Even if you've gotten my email in the past, we're starting fresh with our community. So make sure you go back in and rejoin the community, as well as subscribe to the podcast wherever you're at so you're notified. I'm dropping an episode every Tuesday, and then every once in a while I'm dropping a bonus episode on Thursdays. So make sure you're subscribed so you see the latest episodes that are coming out. So, all right, appreciate you being a part of the journey. Remember this, anything worth doing is worth doing badly. Just get started. See ya.